language is inappropriate right there. Like,
Well, I disagree. I appreciate you stereotyping me.
all right, then
You have the right to disagree with me.
don't make it then a negative descriptor of how I'm acting.
This is she is part of a minority group who
Yes.
countlessly for the past 20 years been subject to hate because of something that does not have
Yes.
to do with her.
Yes.
And you are in a position of privilege and power. You are a white male, and what you are in a position where you have the right to bully her, and that's exactly
I'm not bullying her.
When a Muslim college student accused Cliffe Knechtle of spreading hate, things got intense. But just as the debate heated up, another student jumped in, this time calling out Cliffe's white male privilege. The crowd? Silent. The tension? Unbearable. Was Cliffe being hateful or just honest? And what happens when truth, religion, and race all clash in one moment? You're about to see it unfold, raw, unfiltered, and shocking. Watch till the end to decide for yourself.
That I have personally is that I heard that there was someone here on Monday that was talking about how Muslims were burning down churches and synagogues. So I just wanted to see what you were saying just to ensure that no misinformation was being spread. Because misinformation can have tangible consequences.
Yeah,
So I just wanted to see what you were saying and if I could straighten out anything.
you bet. Did Muslims burn and destroy synagogues and churches in Jerusalem in about 600 to 700 AD?
Did the Crusades occur? Did the KKK terrorize African Americans in the United States?
Yes?
Did child molestation occur in churches?
Yes?
Yeah, so I think framing those questions to Muslims as a way of having us apologize for things that we're not responsible for is extremely irresponsible. Because then it connotates Islam with violence, and that's not acceptable. Because then that can lead to hate crimes against Muslims and other minorities and other groups. So
Right.
I'm just trying to straighten out these questions
Fine.
because.
But
those
I was
questions
asked the
have-
question about the Crusades
Yeah.
and about what motivated them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was saying the Crusades are tragic that they happened.
Yeah.
And part of what motivated them was the Pope wanted to get back Jerusalem, which had been sacked by Muslims. That's all I said.
That language is inappropriate right there. Like.
Well, I disagree. You can use your language, and I can use my language,
Okay, that's fine.
right?
Well, we can go back to the whole Palestine issue if that's what you want to focus on.
No, it's not what I want to focus on. I'm really not here to focus on that.
Okay.
The only reason I addressed that issue is because I was asked the question.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Same reason. The only reason I said what I just said now is because you raised it.
Okay. Well, I said it in response to what you raised, but that's beside the
No, I was responding to another person who asked me that on Monday. I have not come here to address that issue. In fact, I would prefer not to talk about it. But because I respect students, when they ask me a question, I have to answer it.
All right. I'm just saying be careful with the way that you answer questions because it can have certain connotations.
All right. What you need to know is that repeatedly since Monday, I have stood out here and said, when a gentleman said to me that all he needs to know about Islam is 9/11, I have said that is narrow-minded bigotry. And the only way that you're going to find out about Muhammad is by reading the Quran, not by looking at 9/11. So I don't appreciate you stereotyping me.
Oh, I wasn't. I was just.
I think
asking
you
what
were.
said.
You were getting very close to stereotyping me as using dangerous language to make persecution of Muslims an option. No, that is false. I have stood out here repeatedly and said all human beings are created in the image of God. To denigrate any person is evil and sinful.
I agree with that.
I have secondly pointed out that it is dishonest intellectually to say the way I'm going to learn about Islam is by looking at 9/11. That is dishonest, that is narrow-minded bigotry, and that is what I've said. So I would appreciate it if you would treat me the same way you're asking me to treat all people, which is in context. Let's take the whole that's been said, and I can promise you I am a strong respecter of Muslim people, Hindu people, atheists, agnostics, everybody.
All right. I'll just respond. You have misrepresented what I said at first. I wasn't trying to attack you. I was giving you the opportunity to go ahead and clarify what we stated before, and then you kind of steered the direction into synagogues and churches, and that's how I continued the conversation. I wasn't trying to pin a belief on you. I was simply going with the information that you gave me and responded to it. And if it seemed aggressive,
You have the right to be aggressive.
all right, then
You
don't
have the
make
right
it
to
negative-
disagree with me.
Don't make it then a negative descriptor of how I'm acting right now. Because that's what.
If I feel that you're being negative, I have a right to communicate that. Same way if you feel I'm being negative, you have a right to criticize me for that.
Right to seem to she's trying to affect you. She wasn't calling you a bigot. She literally, she is part of a minority group who
Yes.
countlessly, for the past 20 years, been subject to hate because of something that does not have to do with her.
Yes.
And yet what you're doing here is you're trying to tell her that she's being a bigot toward you when she's
No, I didn't say that. She's not being a bigot towards me.
I have ears, actually.
Well, good. I'm glad you have ears. They're a gift from God. So love him and thank him for them.
God. Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I'm really glad that you believe that.
Yeah, I'm really glad you believe what you believe.
Yes. But you don't
You have a free will to believe whatever you want to believe.
have the right
Yeah?
to try and immediately go back because you are in a position of privilege and power. You are a white male. She is in a position where you have the right to bully her, and that's exactly what
I'm
you're
not bullying her.
You
And if I have bullied you, I apologize. I have no desire to bully you.
been noticed.
No, that's baloney. We're here exchanging ideas. And if you have your ideas, I respect your right to believe whatever you want to believe. But I hope you respect my right to believe whatever I want to believe. And if you give me this, you're a white male, and therefore you can't disagree with an Arab woman, I disagree with you. She can disagree with me, and I can disagree with her.
You're in a position of power.
And I respect her. I'm not in a position of power. She has just as much power as I do. And I respect her power.
It's not the way that
And if she wants to express herself, she's free to express herself. So is there anything else you want to say?
There was a lot of side conversation right now that we can unpack, but we don't have time for that. But I think the biggest thing is everything's recorded, all of the statements are here, so as long as everyone's clear about their intentions and what they're saying, then it's fine.
And I love you and respect you. You're a fellow human being created in the image of God. And I have no option as a follower of Christ but to love and respect you.
Thank you, I respect you too. As long
Thank
as
you very much.
mutual with everyone here. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't shake hands for religious reasons.
Okay. It's all right. It's cool.
What a conversation, tense, passionate, and unfiltered. Moments like these remind us that truth-seeking isn't always comfortable, especially when faith, identity, and personal experience collide. So, what do you think? Was Cliffe speaking truth or stepping over the line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. And if you're into real, raw conversations about faith, culture, and life's biggest questions, hit that subscribe button and join the journey.